Hey guys, this is Zenas with Lingo, and today we're gonna look at the Lenovo VibeShot smartphone. As of 28th of August, which is the day this video is filmed, Lenovo announced the launch of the Lenovo VibeShot, an affordable smartphone that brings style and substance. With a fabulous 16-megapixel main camera and a 5.0 Full HD screen, the premium smartphone is tailored specifically for both shutterbugs and savvy socials who love a good design. Now, before we get too deep into the specs of this device, let's just do a quick unboxing of the VibeShot. So the phone comes packaged in a black box with a matte finish. Right off the bat, we see the phone, and this design looks kind of similar to what we see on the Z3 and the iPhone 4S. So two sides of glass and a metal frame. It's Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It's quite hefty. It's quite nice in the hand. Yeah, let's just put the phone aside for this moment. So I think we have just a normal standard for a charger head. It looks pretty normal. Yeah. Yeah, so pretty standard, I guess. We have, I think, an instruction manual with a SIM pin. So some instruction guides, and yeah, just pretty standard stuff, things that no one really reads. So yeah, let's just put it aside and let's take a look at what else is there in the box. Yeah, we have I think a normal standard micro USB charging cable. So yeah, quite a simple unboxing, just the few things that you have coming with a phone. Let's dive right into this device. So at the bottom, we see a micro USB port flanked by what seems like two speakers, but in fact only the right side is a speaker and it only supports mono. So on the right hand of the device, we have two trays, one for the dual SIM card and the other for up to 128GB expansion slot. At the top of the device, we see a sound jack. That's about it. For the last side, we have quite a number of buttons here. So right off the bat, the top has a volume rocker, followed by the power button. And interestingly enough, there is a dedicated auto and pro mode for the camera, and also a shutter button. Let's just do a quick rundown of the specs of this phone. It ships with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 processor, clocked up to 1.7 GHz with a 64-bit octa-core. Runs the latest 5.1 Android Lollipop. It supports a 3GB RAM, which should be more than sufficient for decent multitasking. Also, it has a 16-megapixel autofocus rear camera with OIS inbuilt and a LED flash. They have been promoting a lot about this flash, being one of the first tri-color flash. In the front, we have a 8-megapixel fixed focus front camera for selfie lovers. Also, the device has a pretty large battery at 3000 mAh. Now let's just power on this device. Immediately, I kinda noticed this really annoying red stuck pixel. I'm not sure if all of the other units will have such problems, but yeah, interestingly enough, this review unit has a stuck pixel. So we are greeted with a insert cutscene thingy. Yep, we're just gonna select our language, which is closest to English, United States. Location, Singapore. Yep, insert SIM card, which I will do later. And yeah, show on notifications. Congratulations! Start using your new device. Alright, let's see. Looks yeah, very Apple-esque, and we see glimpses of Lollipop. So just taking a quick look at the interface on this VibeShot. Yeah, the dialer and the contacts look pretty stock Android. messages as well as chips with Chrome. As for the icons, they look really similar to the Apple ones, and Apple makes good icons on their iOS line, but somehow when you implement the same icon structure to an Android phone, it looks a bit abrupt because the icons don't always seem consistent. As for the processor, it's really snappy. You can fly through just normal interfacing without any drops in frames. Also, they have included the guest mode, which is nice to see on a phone like this. Another feature is their theme store. In the theme store, it's quite limited. I think there are about 6 themes that you can apply, and only a couple of different options for example, the multitasking option, which looks again surprisingly like Apple. Apparently they call this the Lenovo style, and the other one is the Android L style. So I'm going with the current style. Yeah. So that was just a quick look at the interface. So Lenovo claims that the Vibe Shot is the first true converged device that offers the best of both worlds, combining a premium smartphone with a high performance camera. Since the Vibe Shot's main selling point is its camera, we'll be looking more into its interface and its functions. So something interesting I discovered about this phone is that the dedicated shutter button is completely useless when the screen is off. So by just long pressing on it, you can't access the camera like you can on other phones. For example, the Sony Z3. You have to unlock the phone or at least access it through the lock screen interface. So that's kind of a bummer. Hopefully Lenovo solves this with a future software update. The Vibe Shot comes pre-installed with 6 different modes. So it has the Pro, Panorama, Art Nightscape, Artistic HDR, Blur Background, and White Selfie. In the Pro mode, we have the ability to adjust several functions. So by sliding up, we have many of these toggles, which kind of looks like a Lumia phone or similar to that of a HTC M9 interface. So the first one adjusts the white balance, the second has a manual focus from infinite distance to near or auto. Also, it has a shutter speed manual option, so you can go up to 1 second. As well, you can adjust the ISO from a 1600 to 100 range, and as well as a manual exposure. So in the auto camera mode, Lenovo has implemented a smart composition feature, so it's supposed to detect whether it's a gourmet shot or a portrait shot and helps you to frame up your picture in what they would call the best or perfect way. So I kind of have mixed feelings about this. It's a innovation on Lenovo's part, but it's definitely not perfect. So apart from just trying to struggle to get it activated, it's still a bit gimmicky. If you see, there's a percentage right in the middle of the screen, so it tells me to move forward my device. So it detects correctly that this is a gourmet shot. However, for the gourmet shot, the greatest flaw about this is that it needs a plate or a very structured picture or situation to actually detect that it's a gourmet shot. In this case, when I was taking a picture of a sandwich, it could not detect that it was a gourmet shot because the plate was not really platish. Good direction, I guess, just needs a lot more work. Another thing about this device, although it has a very impressive IR laser autofocus, which is really snappy, however the shutter kinda seems a little sluggish when you compare it to other phones like the Samsung Galaxy S6 or the LG G4. I know that the price of the phones differ quite a lot, but if Lenovo claims that this is a phone meant for shooting pictures, then I expect it to compete at the highest level, even with other flagships which cost a lot more. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the Lenovo Vibe Shot is a terrible camera phone. In fact, it takes really nice shots, it takes awesome pictures, whether night or day. Just that the camera landscape now for smartphones is so competitive, with the S6 and the G4 blowing people's minds. Lenovo has to bring something more to the table, and the smart composition feature and the dedicated shutter button will not cut it. However, if you're looking for something cheap and well priced, the Vibe Shot is a very viable option for you to consider. So one little pet peeve of mine is that I cannot stand fingerprints on my phone. Yeah, and the Vibe Shot is a fingerprint magnet. If you're looking to get your hands on the Lenovo Vibe Shot, it's currently only available on Lazada Singapore and priced at $479 SGD. Also, it will come in 3 colors: Carmine Red, Pearl White, and Graphite Grey. However, only Carmine Red is available at this current time. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed the review, and hopefully it has helped you out with your buying decision. If you're planning to get the Vibe Shot, do leave in the comments below what was that selling factor that won you over. And if you have any features that you like or dislike, leave them in the comments below. We would love to read them. And as always, take care guys.